Hey friends, welcome. Today we're going to talk hierarchies, and to do so, we are going to use the golden material to represent the place values and when explaining hierarchies. So let's go get that golden material.
Oh, there it is. All right. Now that we have this golden material, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you through a geometric shape what it looks like when we're talking about hierarchies, which again is another word for place value, right? When you're hearing the word hierarchies, I also want you to think of place value and numbers. So we have lots of numbers.
And numbers really, they range literally from 0 to 9. And then of course there's a lot more numbers than just from 0 to 9. But if you think about it, each number are all combinations of numbers that range from 0 to 9, right? So if we were to look at the number 1,
right? That would represent 1 unit. And to do that, we would take out 1 golden bead and it would look like this. So when you're talking about the number 1, you would use a single golden bead. And we also use the 1 as a unit. Say this is 1 unit. That's what that looks like, 1 golden bead. But if you were to say 10, this, my friend, is much different. That 0 there plays a really important role in that place value. It's holding that place value, indicating this is now 10. And how we would represent 10 is a golden bead or a golden bar, 10 bar. And that is what that looks like. And that is the 10, right? So units, tens. Now, what if I wanted to say 100? Now I have 2 zeros holding in place value, and those are very important as well, because now we're not talking about a 1, we're not talking about a 10, we're talking about 100. And to represent 100, we use this surface, 100 surface. And so, and when it's talking about place value, now we have the units, tens, hundreds. So there's 1 100ths. There are 0 tens in this number, and there are 0 units in this number, but there is 1 100th. So that would be a whole one of these. And if you would take the time, you could count every single little bead, and you would end up counting 100 units here. So 100 of these are in here, and that's what that looks like. Now, if I were to add on one more 0, the number would be 1,000. And again, those zeros are very important, and they hold those place values. They're holding the place value of the unit, the tens, the hundreds, and now the thousands. And so this would be called the thousands place value. And it's this huge cube. It's this 1,000 cube. And if you were to take the time to count all the beads, there would be 1,000 beads in this cube. And if you look, you could take this, which is 10 bars, and you could count. There'd be 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There would be 10 rows of 10 bars. And so that is what 1,000 would look like. So this is the golden material, and this is how you could use the golden material to help demonstrate in a geometric form what it looks like for place values. Because again, these zeros are not just there for nothing. They are very important, and they hold those place values. And if I were to take them away, if I take away this 0, it's no longer 1,000, it's 100. But I'm trying to represent 1,000, not 100. And as you can see, those are very different, right? 1,000 is much different than 100. And 100 is much different than 10. And 10 is much different than 1. So these zeros play a very valid role. Place value is very important when talking of numbers. All right.
So that's it for today's lesson. Hope you all enjoyed, and I cannot wait to see you working with your place values and working on just reading the numbers. At this time, I would like you guys to ask yourself, like have your parents or have yourself write down maybe some numbers where it's like 135, and then try to and look at it and read it and look at it and look at the units and look at the tens and look at the hundreds. And I would love to see your numbers and you writing them and seeing your work after that. All right. Bye for now, friends.